All right, ladies and gentlemen, happy Tuesday, the woes of traveling. Good to see everybody. Big wave. See you. Oh, goodness. I'm on my phone because all my devices wouldn't connect this morning. But I want to remind everybody this morning that this will do us in for the Coaches Corner this week. We have a lot of people traveling to Destin, Florida. That's a part of our company. And so I want to say safe travels to all of you guys. And there's some people out there in our Coaches Corner community that maybe has had friends or family or, um, in the hospital seeking help, emergent or, medical attention. And we just want to say we're praying for you, and for all the prayer warriors out there. We've got a lot inside of the coaches community here lately that's been affected. And so if you can give shout outs and give prayers, I promise you it is. So um, the word for today, it is his birthday today. I don't know if Rick is on, but if we're recording later, I hope
Coach Brent, Brent, you might want to try to cut off your video to see if we can hear you.
absolute amazing birthday.
Brent, if you can't, there we go.
Can you hear me now?
You sound great now, so let's try it again.
Okay, we'll do this again, guys. I have one bar and I can't get on the Wi-Fi. So we are rolling. And my word for the year is attitude. So I'm going to make sure that I stay in the right attitude. So I just want to say this. Our word for today is mindset. Mindset. Great word for me when you're trying to get on and connect to your amazing family on the Coach's Corner. So, if you look at the word mindset, and I'll be really brief this morning, mindset to me is it makes or breaks us. And I'm talking to myself. Like if you study and research some of the most successful, considered some of the most brilliant people in our history or in our present, their mindset is impeccable. Like they have a strong mindset. They have to study it. They have to stay in it. They have to talk about it. They have to read about it. But their mindset, they understand, is one, if not one of the biggest assets they have. So if you look at mindset, it's a collection of beliefs, attitudes, my word of the year, thought patterns that shape how we view the world. It also is how we approach challenges. Listen, I'm going to focus on business this morning, but in business, mindset really determines how we respond, like to obstacles, to opportunities, to success. Like it's how we respond. So let me ask you a question this morning. I want you to think about Andrea's directing traffic this morning. So what mindset means to me is, and I want you to think about you. How do you handle rejections? How do you handle setbacks? Do you have a fixed mindset, like where believing abilities and intelligence are set in stone? Um, because fixed mindset people typically avoid challenges. They fear failure. I call it the ostrich in the sand movement, like the swan dive. Imagine an ostrich when affected or a challenge comes, they do this swan dive into the sand with their skinny head. You know, do you consider yourself that person? Like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't deal with this. Or do you have a growth mindset where you believe that skills and intelligence can be learned, it can be acquired, it can be figured out? These individuals that have a growth mindset, they embrace challenges and they see potential scary, could be failures as almost an obstacle that they can conquer. It's a learning opportunity, it's a growth opportunity. So, to me, when I look at successful entrepreneurs and business leaders, they have a growth mindset. And that's why they adapt. That's why they persist. That's why they innovate, because they just have this non retreat mentality. And then I've encountered people, and maybe in different areas of my own life, where when the challenges start happening, we're thinking about quitting, we're thinking about turning away, we're thinking about getting mad at somebody, we're thinking about it's somebody else's fault, like the company's not doing enough, the this, that. It's all, it's gotta be someone else. And it's like, no, it's the opportunity to have a growth mindset, figure out a solution by going over it, under it, around it, however you gotta do, get it done. And I hope, Andrea, I'm 50 years old. I hope I can say this, good Lord willing, when I'm 99, that I'm still growing. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure out, right, challenges that I can conquer. And I would ask everybody on this Zoom, would people say that about you today? And if not, guess what we can all do? We can hit the reset button. We all got the reset button in our pocket. So hit the reset button, go look up growth mindset, go start studying, go start embracing, and see what happens over the next 90 to 120 days. Andrew, I'll turn it to you. So sorry for my service.
You're doing great, Coach. And guys, I'm Chris Flynn. You are right smack dab in the middle of my screen. So if I'm choppy, please let me know and I'll shut off my camera as well. So thank you. So I love this word, and it's so interesting that when you look into these words, like you think you're trucking pretty good, and then all of a sudden you get your toes stepped on. Because I'm like, I would think if I was describing myself, I would say, oh, absolutely, I have a growth mindset. But then when you start looking into it, it's like, well, I have a growth mindset in some spaces, and it's definitely fixed in others. So what I looked into is, okay, how do we improve our mindset if we kind of can flip-flop between those different spaces? And so first of all, we got a quote, because that's how I like to kick it off, which is, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And that's Henry Ford. And I think about so many times, if I tell you there's no way I can, well, guess what? There is no way I can, whatever that thing is. And maybe it's something I actually could do, but I told myself I couldn't. So guess what? I won't. So how can we improve our mindset? Just looked into some basic things that we can do. So first of all, start your day with positivity. I don't know about you, but sometimes I can get up and it feels like a fire drill, because you flip your phone over or whatever you may do, and there's text messages and there's calls and there's all these things that you've missed, and you start the day maybe a little bit behind and you've got those chest pains. And it's like, wait a minute, don't start your phone or your day with somebody else's to-do list, right? Because that's what those text messages are. There was something on their to-do list and they were trying to hand it off to you. So instead, start your day in a positive place. Go do your devotional, listen to some uplifting music, turn on something that inspires you and fires you up. Start there instead of somebody else's to-do list. Next is to reframe failures as lessons. So we had in the chat that we had somebody with a disappointment. And I'm so sorry, Glenda. I hate those disappointments. We all get them. It happens to all of us. But when we have that disappointment, or we feel like, maybe we failed in some space, instead of thinking, oh man, I failed. Oh, woe is me, everybody hates me, I think I'll go eat worms kind of mentality. Instead, we can ask, okay, this happened. This is the reality, but what can I learn from it? What lesson can I pull away? Can I take away from whatever that was? Next is number 3 is to surround yourself with growth-minded people. We all know them, right? The ones that are like, hey, I'm, 68 and I decided this is the year I'm going to do a triathlon, or I'm 99 and this is the year I'm going to learn to crochet. I don't know, whatever it may be. We know those people that are just always willing to go try, go do, go learn, go whatever. Well, go surround yourself with those people, because being around the right people inspires us and it challenges us to level up. Um, Next is to practice gratitude. So when we focus on what's good, we attract more good. And sometimes you guys have seen, if I focus too much on gratitude, well, it leaks out of my eyes a little bit. But when we focus on what's good, we can absolutely move our whole energy and we can shift into that place. So try writing down 3 things that you're grateful for today. Do it before you go to bed. Do it when you first wake up in the morning. Do it in your very special little Canadian booklet, but just do it. Focus on the things that you are grateful for and watch how that shifts your entire mindset. We're a loud talker over here. Next is to talk to yourself like you would a friend. So we talked about this a little bit yesterday. When we beat ourselves up, right? When we talk like we're our worst enemy, we can definitely fix our mindset. So if we talk like we are our best friend, like we would talk like we absolutely care about that person. Well, that is going to change. You guys hear the snap right there? We had to do a snap. So talk to yourself like you would to somebody you care about, because man, doesn't that change? So instead of beating yourself up when you look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm doing great. I'm trying my best. I can grow. Next is to take action even when it's scary. So growth happens outside that comfort zone, right? Growth happens in the spaces where we're nervous and we're scared and we really don't want to do. So go take action even when we really don't want to. And then lastly, keep learning. Read books, attend events. Hopefully a lot of you guys are in the process of traveling down here to Destin, or maybe you've got the online access to the event that's taking place Wednesday and Thursday, that boot camp, whatever. Yes, it was the mom snap. Oopsies, I'm going to be in trouble for that, just so you guys know. But we're going to deal with it. But go plug into something that's going to help you grow. Seek mentorship, because the more we grow, the better our mindset becomes. So I'm going to close this with a strong mindset is the key to long-term success in everything, right? In our business journey, in our personal relationships. Have you ever been in an argument with somebody and they did something and it really hurt you, right? And maybe you're the person that somebody's having this conversation with you, and the response is, well, this is just who I am. Well, that's not going to help that relationship, right? This is just how I deal with things. So we want to have growth mindset in our relationships as well. We've got to train this like a muscle and then see how it transforms our results across the board. So that's what we had today. Amy Moore, thank you so much for this word. I know she's at work today, so she wasn't able to get on, but we appreciate all of you and we appreciate your words. And if you haven't sent me your word yet, feel free to text it over. I've still got lots to work through, and we're actually, in case you guys know, I'm a little analytical, so I am doing them in the order that you sent them to me. So if you're like, where's mine? Well, that's because you just sent it, turned it in a little bit later, but we are doing them every day in the order they were sent in. So please keep them coming. And then this is it for this week. We'll see you back on the Monday. I don't know the date, Colleen, you probably do, but whatever next Monday is, not quite a week from today, but 6 days from now, we will tune back in. So I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful Tuesday. Hopefully we get to see lots of you throughout the weekend in Destin.
See you soon.
Have a great week.
Love
Be
you.
careful.
Guys,
Have a great day.
Have a great
Safe
week.
travel.